Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Mayhem, the podcast of indie game studio Total Mayhem Games. You might be thinking, hey, that's a new face. You're right. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nena and I recently started working at Total Mayhem Games as the new community manager. For those of you who are interested, a little bit more about myself. I love games. I've loved games since I was a little kid. I started playing games on my Game Boy, such as Pokemon, Hamtaro, and other cute games like that. But I quickly moved on to playing MMOs. I've played a lot of RuneScape, and I've also been playing World of Warcraft since 2005. I also I'm a huge fan of games like Skyrim, I love Final Fantasy XIV, and I recently also started playing a lot of smaller indie games, co-op games, as well as the We Were Here series. And other than that, I like creating YouTube videos, I stream, I love collecting cute merchandise, and I am desperately trying to become a better plant mom. So, enough about me, let's get started. I am super excited to be part of this community and I'm super excited to be the new face of these podcasts. So let's get started. I want to start off this podcast by answering some frequently asked questions and by addressing some topics that have frequently been discussed by you guys recently. As I hope you all know by now, our upcoming game, We Were Here Forever, will be released in the second quarter of 2022. We are super excited and we can't wait to tease you guys a little bit more with some cool and awesome sneak peeks over the upcoming months. But in case you've been dodging the internet so well and you've been living under a rock the last couple of weeks and you haven't seen our new teaser trailer yet, then I highly recommend that you watch it. I will put a link in the description, so don't forget to check that out, and also don't forget that you can already wishlist the upcoming game on Steam and in the PlayStation Store. I will also put these links in the description. So moving on to the questions and discussions, we've received quite a lot of questions about the beta tests for our upcoming game, We Were Here Forever. So I think it's good to clear that up first. The closed beta test will start soon and you can already sign up for it by going to wewerehereforever.com, or I will also put the link in the description, and there you can sign up for the beta test as well as for our Explorers post to receive all new updates about the upcoming game straight into your mailbox. The beta tests are only for Windows computers at the moment, but the game itself will of course be available for multiple platforms. Then we got the question, why do we always use lava in our games? Why not something else? Yes, I totally agree. But with all the constant terrible coldness and increased chances of gaining frostbite in the Antarctic lands, a bit of heat in Castle Rock is a nice change. Also, since our explorers are so used to seeing and living in these white fields and developed some sort of frost resistance to the cold, lava is definitely way more terrifying, as it can even melt their stone cold hearts. Okay, maybe a bit too dark, I'm sorry. So we also got the question whether there will be more pipe puzzles in We Were Here Forever. No, but seriously, yes. More pipes will definitely be puzzled, but don't worry, we will call upon your great engineering skills to get some sort of flow going again, just like you managed to do before with your buddy, and we are sure that you and your buddy will figure this out and find a way to make it work. And of course, We Were Here Forever is still a We Were Here game and the puzzles will be challenging, but don't worry, you guys should be pros by now. Now, some people asked us whether there will be multiple endings in We Were Here Forever. We won't reveal too much about this, but I can already tell you the ending will be a strong one. So start preparing yourself, and you might want to start preparing some tissues as well. Now, an interesting question we also received is, does the jester actually have family? Well, a long time ago, due to very tragic events in his life, the jester now no longer has family. So no, not anymore. So stick with us and you might learn more about this in the future. Then we noticed that we quite often get questions about the replayability of our games. So whether We Were Here Forever or actually any other We Were Here game is replayable. So I would like to clear this up for once and for all. We Were Here games are linear. The story remains the same and the puzzles will mostly remain the same as well. Puzzles will not be majorly changed. There are some puzzles in some games that have minor randomization, but this is so small it doesn't really make a major difference. So the only replayability in our games is to basically swap roles with your partner and experience and see the game from the other perspective, or to play with someone else and just have a different gameplay experience with a different person. But other than that, the games will remain the same. Then it is not too late to still look fabulous or ghoulish with our TMG featuring Leather Goat merchandise. This merchandise is on sale for the entire month of November, so grab your chance to still get your hands on some awesome spooky merch. And on top of that, we will soon announce our new Christmas merch. So, if you can't wait to be all comfy and make your family jealous with your awesome clothes during the holidays, then definitely keep an eye out for our upcoming Christmas merchandise. This will also be a fun and great present to give to your friend or your partner that you played our games with. So yeah, don't forget to check that out soon. So we're getting close to the end of this podcast, and unfortunately we could not discuss all of your questions, but we will definitely dive into more questions in upcoming podcasts. So if you still have any question, or if something is unclear, or if you have a fun story or experience about our games to share, then don't hesitate to leave your story or your question in a comment down below, and we might discuss this in upcoming podcasts. We also want to do a bit of a deeper dive into the lore of our games in upcoming podcasts for those of you who are interested. So if that's your cup of tea, then you definitely want to subscribe and stay tuned. To end this week's mayhem, I would like to ask you guys a question. Which game do you think was the inspiration for creating the first We Were Here game? So you got some time to think about this. Leave your answer in the comments down below and we will discuss this question and the answers in the next podcast. So thank you guys so much for your attention. It was a pleasure and I hope to see you guys in the next This Week's Mayhem. Thank you and have a great day.